Hello, everyone. We are back for another raid on the DOJ, and my camera's sitting a bit low. I'm gonna lift that bitch up. There we go. Hopefully my focus stays decent. It's a little bit fuzzy, but it's all good. I have a little gift for chat today. There we go.
Nice. Mug root beer? Nice.
You can't say the brand on stream. We're not sponsored.
Sorry. Pug root beer?
You guys remember when Game Grumps got pseudo canceled for selling out because people thought they got sponsored by Wendy's when they weren't?
Yeah, he just loves Wendy's.
Which, I mean, based take. I worked there. And I still love it, so... So, interesting news today. Pam Bondi... Pam Bondi showed up for her subpoena compliance. And Democrats stormed out of the House because they were fed up with her bullshit lies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, people are mad, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Fuck Pam Bondi.
Yeah. Piece of shit.
Then there is... there was some drama, and I talked about this. I made a video today, just a talking head video about Tectone got banned temporarily.
Yep.
Got a 1-week ban on YouTube for excessive swearing. Which, first of all, I didn't even know YouTube did temp bans. I thought that's crazy, because that's more of a Twitch thing. Like, oh, we'll give you a week vacation.
Yeah,
although
I'm
in
thrown
Twitch's
off
case,
because don't they like strike
dead.
your channel?
Yeah, normally you would get like you'd get like a strike, and then you'd have like restricted permissions because of the strike. And then if you got 3 strikes, then you're banned permanently. Or in some cases, you just get banned outright for no real reason. You don't know why, and you can't dispute it because it's happened to a bunch of people. Not to mention, like, shadow bans and stuff like that. YouTube does a lot of things clandestinely, I guess, like, just kind of in secret, and they've been doing it for a while. And it's like I talked about, like, you know, there's so many things that people, you know, riot about on Twitter or whatever, on social media, Blue Sky, I don't know. But it's like... one thing that didn't get, you know, people in an uproar as much as I thought it would was the fact that the First Amendment was violated by the federal government a few years ago when they were pressuring websites like YouTube and stuff to fucking censor people for having wrongthink.
Yeah.
Basically under the guise of saying, oh, it's misinformation. It's medical misinformation in regards to COVID-19, or it's election interference. And I'm like, since when do you care about election interference? That's all anybody ever does in politics is election interference.
Yeah.
It's the whole point of it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you literally have a candidate funded by the Saudi government, and you're going to sit here and tell me that people on YouTube are committing election interference by sharing their opinion about politics? Fuck off.
Crazy.
And that's another thing too, is people rightfully so are upset that comedians went to Saudi Arabia, took Saudi blood money to put on a show there for the elites, for the royals there. And people are mad that, you know, EA got bought out by Saudi Arabia too, rightfully so. And yet nobody cared about, you know, a presidential candidate being funded by the Saudi government. Don't know where the consistency is there, but sure.
Well, because I just didn't know or hear about it.
Yeah, it was Hillary Clinton. Because of course,
yeah,
it
that
was.
doesn't shock me. Yep.
Whereas Biden was more funded by China, I believe, but I could be wrong about that one.
Ah, damn.
Well, and then you have Trump being funded by NVIDIA and AMD.
Gross.
And he admitted outright, this pisses me off, because I am a capitalist to my core. I like money. I like owning the money that I make. I like being able to choose what I want to charge for the work that I do, essentially. So as a result of being very pro-capitalist, I am very anti-monopoly, because monopolies are not capitalism. They are exploitative, and they are bad for any fucking economy.
Anti-consumer.
Yep. And that's the thing, is capitalism should be focused on the consumer, and it's supposed to be with a free market economy where where competition is the key. So this thing that Trump said actually really fucking pissed me off, where he admitted that NVIDIA basically owns the entire market. They have a monopoly in the graphics market, because they basically do. They are well over 90% of market share now.
Yep, and he's just A-okay with it, because of course he is.
Didn't do anything about it. Yeah. Didn't even know who Jensen Huang was, and I'm like, my brother in Christ, you should know who Jensen Huang is. He's one of the worst people in tech right now. Guy comes out, announces DLSS 5, which was supposed to be... Oh my god, the timing on that, that's bullshit. DLSS 5, which was supposed to be... DLSS was supposed to be a technology for upscaling from lower resolutions to higher resolutions to increase performance. But instead, they're making DLSS 5 something that puts a AI-based fucking Slopify filter from Instagram on your fucking
so bad
games, and it looks ugly as shit.
It looks so bad.
They have a last I checked, this could have changed, but they had a 16% like to dislike ratio on the YouTube video for it.
Wow.
16% people pressed thumbs up on that shit. But yet Jensen Huang comes out and says, "Oh well, gamers are just wrong. They're just wrong about like I saw the backlash, and they're just wrong about what it is and what it does." And I'm like, "Excuse you? My eyes aren't wrong. I looked at that shit and it looks like garbage, dude. I crap out better looking art in my sleep. Are you kidding me? I don't actually crap in my sleep, but so don't take that.
I was gonna say.
Don't worry, I knew the hole I was digging with that before I said it. So. I just I can't believe they put like an Instagram beauty filter on video games.
So bad.
It's fucking ugly, man. And you have another one of the worst fucking, a person from another one of the worst fucking companies in tech right now defending it as well. Not just Todd Howard, it's also somebody from Epic Games. Imagine that.
Oh, good. That's what we needed.
Well, and this guy's trying to say that it's gonna empower marginalized developers to be able to do more, and I'm like, marginalized? No. What the fuck are you talking about? You're the people that censored your own programming language. You don't let people who program in an Unreal Engine use the term blacklist or whitelist or master and slave or fucking just shut the fuck up. You don't know shit about marginalization. You actually think blacklist is a racist term. You're retarded. You have no grounds to lecture anybody on fucking anything, bro.
He's an idiot.
Oh god, I don't remember who it was, because it wasn't Tim Sweeney, I don't think. Although I'm sure Tim Sweeney's all for it.
Oh yeah.
And then to find out that NVIDIA didn't even tell Capcom or some of the other devs, Ubisoft and stuff, that they were going to be showing off this DLSS 5 slop filter. They didn't tell them. They found it at the same time that we did, and Capcom's pissed because now they think now they're worried that people are going to think they support DLSS 5, which they don't. They're like, no, that's not our artistic vision. What are you talking about?
They completely butchered their character designs.
Oh my god, I feel so bad for any artist who worked on those characters. Gamers Nexus did a great video on it too, as they tend to do because they're fantastic. Not sponsored by GN either, but I love them. They're great. Steve is awesome. The only Steve I like. You can take that one to the bank and suck on it, brother-in-law
Hell
Steve.
yeah.
Well, lads, thanks for breaking me out, but I shouldn't have been there to begin with. So,
But yeah, there was another thing I wanted to bring up too that is a good little piece of non-related drama that I think is really interesting. So I don't watch the show Secret Life of Mormon Wives, but I've watched reviews of it and people reacting to it because it's, you know, it's funny because everyone on the show is fucking insane and also, you know, Mormon.
What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. But so there's one person who's like, I guess the main like person on the show, Taylor Frankie Paul, and all of this drama, like why the show was started was because of her, because there was like that swinging scandal within Mom Talk, where she basically cheated on her husband or something, was swinging with her husband and ended up leaving her husband for one of the other husbands. I don't know exactly who it is, what exactly the thing is. His name is Dakota. He's a fentanyl addict. Yeah. And a bunch of shit. And he, like, because we watched the Papa Meat review of seasons 1 and 2. She's the one who had the baby. She's also the one who went to jail for a bit, while I think also still being pregnant, and got into like a huge fight. There was like big drama because, you know, she was, you know, involved in a domestic dispute, and apparently footage of that has come back up, like actual footage of the night, because the only thing that was shown before was body cam footage where she's like clearly drunk off her ass, talking to a cop outside. But now there's footage of her just wailing on her baby daddy, and throwing chairs and shit, and one of them hit her kid. And she's too drunk to even care. Yeah, this stuff was already known about. I thought it was new domestic violence that was coming out, but apparently it was just old stuff, I guess, mainly. But so they were filming season 5 for Secret Life of Mormon Wives, and she also was on The Bachelorette. She was the Bachelorette for the upcoming season. And after all this stuff has come out, Secret Life of Mormon Wives season 5 has paused filming for who knows how long. And ABC has pulled her season of The Bachelorette because of this.
Well, that's good, because, I mean, the last thing a person like that needs is a fucking platform.
Mm-hmm. Well, she just sounds insane because apparently, you know, she had separated from Dakota, but then was still sleeping with him, but then also was like flying out dudes to sleep with while preparing for The Bachelorette as well. Like, the woman is not stable. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
And so, yeah, they've completely. I'm assuming they've completely canceled her season. Which is insane because like this was a really anticipated season, and they literally pulled it like days before it was supposed to go on air. So, it's just the whole situation is just insane.
No, you said you have to say the situation is crazy. Gotta make it a YouTube
crazy.
title. Yeah.
Sorry. The situation is crazy.
So I only found one other key card, so I'm just gonna
Oh.
Google IT department.
That's lame. Yeah, I haven't seen any. Yeah, no. Oh no. There's one key card in the
Yeah, that's what I was talking
director's
about.
office. Yeah. But yeah, I do find it kind of crazy, like completely drunk or not, like if your child is screaming and stuff, why do you keep going? Like, why don't you check on your child? I don't get it. But then again, I have the sense that God gave a Billy Goat not to get that drunk that I wouldn't have a brain that still functions,
Yeah, well,
I've never been
it could be a
blackout
lack
drunk.
of
I don't
maternal
intend
instinct
to.
as well, or just
Maybe,
the
yeah.
impairment is impairing it. I don't know how that might work. I'm not a mom.
Yeah.
But like,
I thought you gave birth to Lothric.
yeah, totally. Well,
You have the ultrasound.
because like a lot of things that I hate to say this, it sounds really weird, but a lot of things that women like tend to, not everything, but a lot of things can often stem from maternal instinct. So like, one of the reasons why Minions are so popular, sadly, is maternal instinct, because they have the big eyes and the the really emotive faces, which kind of triggers something sort of biological. But I don't know if I've ever met a drunk person, like a drunk woman, who fucking stopped enjoying those things as much because she was so drunk. So, but I could be. I don't know. I haven't been around a lot of drunk people in a while.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, too, like, it was a domestic dispute. She was just focused on hurting him from that video. I don't know what happened to lead up to that. Like, I just don't know. But in the video, like,
How did that kill him?
Dakota is filming it, and she is clearly the aggressor. Like, he's just filming to have evidence, but he's trying to keep away from her, and she like puts him in a chokehold. She like tries to choke him allegedly tried to choke him with a necklace. I don't know if that was from a new thing or if that was from the video. I couldn't tell because the video is it's hard to kind of distinguish what's going on because he's holding his phone. But then she very clearly throws like several chairs at him, and one of them ends up hitting one of her kids.
Hopefully this her stuff getting pulled off the air will be the wake up call she needs to get help, because she clearly is in need of some fucking straightening out.
Oh yeah.
Because she's going to kill somebody. Like, she's going to, whether intentionally or not, she's going to kill somebody if she keeps this kind of behavior up. You can't act like this. And it reminds me of that one influencer. I've seen body cam footage of and like, I think interview footage. That was this like influencer woman. I think she was an OF model. I could be wrong. But she had this like off and on relationship with this guy. And there was a bunch of instances of like the cops being called to their like apartment or whatever. It was like not just like a regular apartment. They were very wealthy, so it was like one of those like suite type things.
Yeah.
But a lot of cases of them cops being called to their place because there was, domestic disturbance and all that stuff, and then one day she killed him.
Jesus.
Killed him. And she tried to like pass it off as like, no, I just kind of threw the knife at him and it just hit him. But it did more damage than I thought it would do. And
that is not how that works.
yeah, I was like, the coroner was like, no, or the person doing the autopsy was like, no. The damage done by this could not be caused by a knife that was thrown. especially not this type of knife, because it was like, it wasn't a knife weighted for being thrown, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, bruh. He in there rapping like Ted Bundy. Incoming security clearance request. Excuse me. Mark.
But yeah, and I mean, we knew from like season 1 that she was not stable too. Because I mean, again, you know, I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but like, she got herself embroiled in like this huge cheating scandal, and had a baby with this dude. Like, had a full-blown child with this man who was addicted to fentanyl, who may have also been cheating on her. Like,
and I do wonder how much of this is due to some sort of like childhood issues, you know, some sort of repression, or whatever.
Well, that's the thing with Mormons.
There's a lot of like really totalitarian control in parent-child relationships in Mormon households, from what I understand.
Or just ultra-religious households in general. But
true. Yeah, it does. It's not specific to Mormonism necessarily. Mormonism is just one of the. I would say one of the ones that has a higher ratio of it happening, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because the restrictions are so much weirder, and there's less like splinter groups of the faith, right? Whereas because Christianity, right? Christianity has been around for so long, it's got a billion different fucking splinter groups that have their own ways of interpreting the texts and all that stuff. Like, because it's just like how there's fundamentalists in religion that are totally disavowed by modern, more modern sects, right?
That does actually remind me, there's more crazy news about reality stars I meant to mention too that has to do with this. So, do you remember the Duggar family at all?
No.
So I'm pretty sure that they're I'm pretty sure they're Mormon. They might just be regular evangelical Christians. But they were on the show 18 or 19 Kids and Counting. Like, this woman literally popped out over 20 children. All of them had J names. Like, it's very weird and culty. And they all come from this really incredibly religious household. They believe in the quiverful doctrine, which basically is just, you know, the quiver is what God gives you, and each child is an arrow in God's quiver. It's really weird. It's just, you know, making more soldiers for God, and it's just pumping out as many kids as you can. And years ago, the family was embroiled in this huge thing because the eldest son was caught like molesting his sisters, and nothing was done about it. And then he ended up having like terabytes of abuse material on his computer, and some of them were horrible things that had to do with like infants being abused and shit. And so he is in prison right now, I'm fairly certain.
Hopefully permanently.
Yeah.
Probably not given the justice system, but hopefully.
But turns out one of their other sons has been charged with child molestation.
Jesus.
So this is an ongoing problem with that family, because they didn't do anything really when their son was caught, doing that stuff. He wasn't put in proper therapy. He was basically sent to some fucking Jesus camp. And all the while, you know, they're part of this group, you know, that like basically they would send out calls with the mom basically saying like, oh, there are men dressed up like women using the bathroom. We need to protect our children. Meanwhile, her son has been doing these things and they've been hiding it.
Yeah, they're not a child factory. They're a child abuse factory.
Exactly. Yeah. And now it's not even just the eldest son. It's one of their other sons that has been caught. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, you know, once, you know, if this happened once in the family, you know, I can not let it slide per se, but I can have some suspension of disbelief, like, oh, you know, it was a fluke or whatever, even though it was very clearly not in their case. But
When a kid
two
is
children,
like abusing his siblings, though, that sounds like bad or absentee parenting. Which absentee parenting is bad parenting, but
well,
it's
and that is exactly the problem though, because they were having their own kids parent because they had so many children. They had their own kids helping out with parenting too.
yeah, of course, because you don't have enough time in the day. There's no way for 19 kids. So that that is irresponsible in and of itself.
Of course.
And that's why I would with a family like that, I'd be much more quick to judge the parents in that regard.
Of course. Yeah.
Like a family with like 4 kids and one of their kids does something crazy like that. I wouldn't immediately jump to what the fuck are the parents doing. But when you say they got 19 kids, it's like there's no way that they're doing a good job at that. There's no way in hell. Okay. I'm gonna deal with the captain here.
Oh yeah, I'll go grab the server.
Oh, he's already retreating. What the fuck? His entire phalanx is still up. What is happening?
Oh.
Well, I'll hit the button.
That's really weird.
There will be accountability.
All right, there we go.
But yeah, like insane, you know, like these like ultra religious fucks. I have little to no sympathy for them because they will go out of their way to say and accuse certain groups of people of being vile and disgusting and trying to justify eradicating them. Meanwhile, they are doing the exact thing that they are, you know, accusing, you know, gay and trans people of being. But like 10 times worse.
Yeah. Well,
and just
and that's one thing too, is like I think it's really odd that I've seen this people finally started to kind of understand this sentiment, but they're understanding it the wrong way or characterizing it wrong. People saying that, like, if you're afraid of that a guy will dress up as a woman just so he can gain access to the women's bathroom so he can abuse people, you're not afraid of trans people, you're afraid of men. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of the point here, is that it's people tried to say it was transphobic to say that you should use the bathroom associated with your biological sex, but it's not transphobic to say that if your worry is that somebody could just say they're the opposite gender and go and attack someone, because it's not that person's not transgender, they're just pretending for access to a vulnerable class of people. That's all it is. There's a reason why it's illegal in a lot of places to enter the bathroom of the opposite sex. Like when I worked at a bar, we had to really reel in the drunk people in the bar, because it was a divey fucking bar. People get hella blasted there. And we had to reel these people in because sometimes they would start to stumble towards the wrong bathroom. And there were cases, of course, of people trying to go into bathrooms to have sex and stuff. But we had to constantly curb it because we would get in trouble as a bar. We could lose our license if we had someone do that. go into the opposite gender bathrooms. It's not. It was way before the trans stuff was really starting to take off. But it was something we had to be wary of because it is a law, because it's dangerous. You like, we have fucking separated changing rooms in at swimming pools and stuff for a reason. It's crazy that somebody finally kind of got the sentiment, but still in the wrong way. We're like trying to mischaracterize people who felt that way, because it's like it's not about gender. It's about protecting vulnerable people, and women fought forever to get rights and to get equal treatment and to be protected from horrible things that can happen to them. And to say that a trans person has the same experiences as the gender that they are transitioning to is insane. It's not true. They have their own unique experiences, which are equally valid, but they are different experiences. They're not the same. And the rights that women like the women's suffragettes and stuff, like the early like waves of feminism, the rights that they fought for were for women, biological women. It's simple as that. And being trans does not make you a biological member of the gender that you're transitioning to, because gender is different from sex according to that viewpoint, right? So that's what they say. That's what the research says too. I don't know the research, but that's what they say. And it's like, why would you say that trans women are women if they're different things, right? But anyways, that's a rant for another time. So we are done with today's raid on the DOJ. It was a very quick one. We'll be back again tomorrow for another raid. I'm getting closer to being able to start the Divinity 2 playthrough. I have a lot on my plate. If you watch the video I posted on YouTube today, I just talked about kind of all the different random shit that I've got going on behind the scenes over here, and that's only some of it. There's stuff in my private life that I won't share, but that's only some of it. But that is a big portion of what I'm dealing with, and I just we'll see how it goes. So tune in tomorrow. We'll see you then.